Alright, section 5. Sorry, we're at um, Section 4, Maintenance of Way Company A. 19, Organization. Figure 3, Maintenance of the Way Company composed of the company commander, headquarters, bridge of the building, maintenance platoon, track maintenance platoon, signal maintenance section, CTO, Fiat 55227. Function. A condition of frequent prevailing with a theater operation make the task of the maintenance of the way company very difficult. Rapid deterioration of the roadbed track under the heavy traffic, the bombardment of the damage to other structures by the latter place a severe burden on this company since personnel of the company are scattered at one every mile of the railroad division's authority must be delegated with the subordinates and supervision exercised by the officers and of the company in order to ensure the efficient maintenance. The maintenance of the way includes the repair and unkeeping the track, the switches, bridges, the culverts, water lines, water tanks, buildings, signals, company communications. In fact, all railway property maintenance and repair which are not expressly delegated to other agencies. C. The maintenance of the way company gradually improves the condition of the track and the opportunity offers install such additional facilities minor in nature that may be found advisable and support improving train operation structures required under almost constant rigorous inspection to prevent failure and possible accidents to the train. Any active enemy equipped with long-range guns and bombing airplanes can be expected frequently to damage the roadbed and structure. Rare repairs must be accomplished rapidly, effectively. The maintenance of the way company must have sufficient troops at disposal to take care of the emergency work for the character without serious interfering with the normal maintenance. Additional personnel may be provided with other companies and battalions in higher authority. The track maintenance platoon operates for the water service facilities under technical supervision of water service foremen. 21. Company Headquarters. The headquarters has the necessary personnel to carry over the nominal administrative supply of the company, coordinated with the maintenance activity of the operation with a certain specialty for the company, with 3 platoons of the company, the captain, company commander, and its engineer with the maintenance of the way, and is directly responsible to division superintendent or assistant division superintendent. He charges all engineering pertaining to the maintenance of the way, supervises the maintenance of the track of the roadbed, bridges of the building, fences, other structured water supplies, signals, and communications, make frequent inspections to see that his organization securing properly standing with the maintenance approve the check before forwarding all requisition for material responsible for the efficient emergency stock will be maintained within this division. He also is responsible for the military administrative of the company. In addition, for the military railway reports, his territorial limits are the same as those of the division superintendent. B. Second Lieutenant, Assistant Engineer, Maintenance of the Way. Normally handles administrative supply matters under the direction of the company commander. He may delegate such other duties in situation requires an assignment with the track maintenance platoon headquarters. The first sergeant in immediate charge of all the routine matters for the company. He provides the supervisor preparation routine, keeps the organization record, and prepares, issues orders, and performs all other work as may be assigned. D. The staff sergeant draftman's railway in charge of the surveys, design, drafting, photograph of the assisted with the two-way railway draftsman when necessary to make the survey. Additional men or detailed company headquarters of the platoon supply sergeant, staff sergeant in charge of the receipt and issue of the maintenance of the way supplies. The battalion and individual organization supply of the company maintains the stock of the materials as the situation may demand. He keeps in touch with the supply requirements for the platoon, prepares the forward requisition. He is assisted by stock clerks and drivers. He works under the technical supervision division storekeeper. Corporal company clerk is charged with the care of the preparation record of the company. Reports first to the sergeant, private bulger, truck or tractor driver, stock clerks, power shovel operator, basic with the burglars company messenger report the first sergeant. The basic private parts. Privates are engaged with such a task that they may be designated first sergeant. The truck driver stock reporters report to the supply sergeant as the tractor driver. The power shovel the operator report first to the sergeant. 22. Bridge and Building Maintenance Platoon. The unit consisting of the platoon headquarters and 3 bridges of the building section. The platoon normally is charged with the railway maintenance of the rolling stock, motor vehicle shop, machinery, roadbed, signal lines. The principal duties of the platoon maintenance of the bridges, buildings, and coaling and water facilities. 3 bridge and building sections may be deployed with the various places along the line with the 30-shift basis of the given job. A. The platoon headquarters. The headquarters coordinated with the inspection activity of the bridge building section furnishes the technical and crane services for the platoon. 1. The first lieutenant platoon commander with the supervisor of the bridge building report for the engineer maintenance for the way whom is responsible for the safety and adequacy of the structure must supervise the work of this platoon, furnishes the proper materials and tools. He is responsible for the maintenance of the emergency supply of the bridge if the material replaced structures wash out, burned out, or destroyed. His aide is the track supervisor if necessary, opening the line for traffic after the damage, supervise the maintenance of the way station, coal station, stationary boilers, and stations, building exempt shops, and he also responsible for messing cars of his supply of his men. 2. A technical sergeant and second in command of the assistant supervisor of bridges and buildings, handling with such matters as may be delegated to him by the platoon commander, keeps all the records, prepares requisition of bridge material, prepares bridge reports, keeps informed location bridge materials, their kind of quantity, that keeps the technical record of other structures assigned to the bridge maintenance and platoon. He supervises the activities of the staff sergeant, bridges, and building foreman. 3. Staff Sergeant Foreman, water service is issued with the two techniques for the technicians, grade 4 and grade 5, basic private, if necessary to determine the quality of the water, with a simple test for the quantity available, the recommendation, such changes as may be in interest of more efficient service. He keeps in touch with the officer higher headquarters charged for the railway water activities, maintains the wear installation of the cooperation with the bridge and building section. Technicians and privates. A. Technician grade 4 of the bridge inspector reports the platoon commander may requisition, but the bridge repairer performs duties assigned with the company commander. B. Water supply men are charged with the maintenance of the pumps and water lines, report the foreman of the water service. C. The bridge performs the duty for the required reports technical service sergeant second command. D. The private performs duties as outlined in table organization as directed. B. Bridge building section. The section organized with equipped with the maintenance structure and to build with a new structure within capacity. Staff sergeant in charge of the section construction for foreman supervised work section and with responsible for the discipline and care of the men. They see that there are no delays due to the lack of the material of the section separated with the company. Must see if the arrangements are made with the messing technicians and privates. A. The two technician grade with the 4 of the bridge builder group leaders perform duties assigned with the section leaders. B. Technicians are assigned to the group leaders in a special job of the section leader to include the section of the blacksmith, bridges, building, general carpenters, pipe fitters, structural steel workers, and stone mason and basic. Alright, 23, your track maintenance platoon. The unit is composed of the platoon headquartered with the 6 track maintenance section with the 2 squads, each are responsible for the safe condition, proper maintenance of the roadbed, track on right away with the station grounds, driveways, crossing fences, cattle guards, the track sign, etc. with the railway division area. A. Platoon headquarters. The headquarters supervises the activity of the track maintenance section that distributes the tools and materials, prepares the forward requisition, routine inspection reports. First Lieutenant Platoon Commander of the track supervises the reports received instruction from the engineer maintenance of the way. They assign the territorial limit of the track maintenance section and prescribe their duties. Examine the track maintenance sergeants and corporals, track section foremen to see the conversation with all the rules, special instruction maintenance for the way department, such as the rule for the other departments are required in performing duties, performance of the duty he holds. Track maintenance sergeants are responsible for the discipline training with the men with the section railway properly with their territory. They're responsible for advance ordering sufficient track materials, ensure the rapid repair for the surplus of the materials in that territory in case the tracks ends and obstruction the damage. He proceeds once the site with the force tools materials at his command. It is clear with the track marks temporarily repair for the permanent passage of the train. Permanent repairs are made with the conditions permanent. He changes charges the all section hand with the report of the duty responsible for the care of the messing of his men, defensive of the lines unless the defense is delegated other than truth. Staff Sergeant second in command, assistant track supervisor handles such materials that may be delegated with him. The platoon commander normally supervises the train operating with the personnel of the platoon. B. Track maintenance section. The section consists of the track maintenance sergeant, 2 track maintenance squads. The maintenance unit is assigned with a prescribed territory comprising 2 track sections by platoon and commander with the responsible for all maintenance work within the territorial limits of this section unless expressly delegated to other units. 1. Sergeant track maintenance is responsible for discipline training with his men and supervises the work normally administrated with disciplinary control with all the personnel assigned with the permanent duty within his area with the responsible defense area. There is no technician control man with assignment to this section. His command track maintenance personnel through the corporals in charge of the track maintenance squad is responsible for all the track maintenance tools and materials within his area. To each track maintenance squad composed of the corporal, private class, the track section, foreman, the responsible for the maintenance of the track roadbed right of the way of the territory allocated with him. He also goes over the rail lines. His area sends a reliable track walker with the suitable tools at least once a day to make that through the early inspection to see that the track and highway grade crossings and bridge converters, fences, signs, telegraph lines, etc. in safe condition. He is responsible for discipline training in his men for the tools materials assigned to him, the track maintenance sergeant, and for the timely request for additional tools and supplies and private sections hands. 24 Signal Maintenance Section. The unit reports to the engineer maintenance of the way responsible for the maintenance of the communication railway division. Duties include the repair, telephone, telegraph, signal equipment, the maintenance of the signal command and communication lines with the condition of the warrant with the signal maintenance section may be attached with the headquarters of the duty. First Lieutenant is a single supervisor charged with the section. He supervises the signal communication maintenance of the corps operates for the signal corps for the technical manners. Staff Sergeant with the Chief of the Telephone Telegraph, the second command with the handle of such manner may be delegated to him by the platoon commander. He is normally supervised the training operation personnel communication section corporals, linemen, telephone, telegraph who direct the communication, direct maintenance for the wire, the circuit of the railway signal, the maintainer direct the repair of the railway signal equipment, and circuit the technician, general carpenter, lineman, railway signal maintainers, telephone, telegraph, installers, repair, and basics. Section 5, Maintenance of Equipment, Company B. Alright, Section 5, Maintenance of Equipment, Company B, Organization. Maintenance of Equipment Company is composed of the company headquarters and car repair platoon, locomotive repair platoon CTO 55228. Function. This company is responsible for the running of the repair of the rolling stock tools, mechanical appliances, inspection condition, rolling stock, and the remaining for the operation of the fuel lubrication facilities. Its duties equivalent to those of the roundhouse force on the civilian railway. Heavy repairs, general overhauling, and major replacements are performed at the back shops operated with the railway shop, battalion, civil personnel, and the maintenance of the equipment company. A, makes the running repairs, testing, inspection, and rolling stock. B, washes the boilers. C, repairs all the tools, mechanical equipment of the company for the battalion. D, does all the sign painting for the battalion, establishes the maintain fuel reserve for the battalion, establishes, maintains gasoline, oil, kerosene, and grease reserve for the battalion, operates fueling, asset facilities. 27 Company Headquarters. Supervise the technical operating of the two battalions, administrative of the company, procures, stores, and issue the tools and materials for which the company is responsible, operates the drafting room. Captain Company, the commander, master, mechanic, responsible for the division, superintendent, assistant division, superintendent. He assigns the personal job to maintain the adequate supply for the materials. Responsible for the person under the direction, cooperate with the departments of its efforts, facility operating with the trains, prescribe the rules, regulation, protection of the top against fires, makes a frequent inspection to see that they are complied with. They were reasonable protection with the shop, and will make certain provision, therefore, situation of demand. First Lieutenant, second in command, mechanical engineer, assisted the master mechanic in performance for the duties for his direct charge of the drafting room, procurement with the issue, the storage for the tools, materials, and supplies. Personnel under this personal direction are supply sergeants, the master mechanical draftsmen, and storekeepers. Second Lieutenant, Assistant Master Mechanic normally handles the administrative supply matters for the direction of the Master Mechanic. He will see the rules pertaining with equipment inspection, testing, boiler washouts, etc. are complied with. Will maintain record of the condition of the locomotive of the cars and perform such other duties assigned with the Master Mechanic. First Sergeant, Chief Clerk, and are responsible for the preparation and rendition of the administrative reports for the military, mechanical, or technical nature. He also keeps the records and assists with the corporal clerk. For more details, see paragraph 21. Our Staff Sergeant, Supply Sergeant in charge of procurement, receipt and storage, distribution of railway supplies, materials, tools, and rations, individual equipment. Organization equipment reports the company with the commander, may be under the technical supervision division storekeeper. After the corporal and company clerk prepare for the cars for the recorp of the company, report for the first sergeant, technical and private technician of the 5th grade. The draftman in charge of the drafting room performs all the drafting, photographic, production work of the company. Reports the mechanical engineer of all the technical matters. Store clerk assists with the supply of the sergeant, procuring the receipt, storage, distribution, railway supplies, materials, and tools, including organization equipment. Normally assists with the stock clerks and private trucks. The drivers and store clerks will report with the supply of the sergeant, Bolger, and the first sergeant and basic are employed with the various tasks. 28 Car Repair Platoon. The platoon is composed of the headquarters wrecking crew. With the repairing section is charged with the maintenance of the repairs, inspection cars, operation wrecking train, extension of all signs and painting. Platoon headquarters supervises operating with the car repair shops and inspects all the cars passing over the division. First Lieutenant Platoon Commander General Car Foreman under the supervision of Master Mechanic as direction, charge of the car repair shop and responsible for discipline training with the men with the suitable with the work to assign with the inspection of the testing, brakes, and the equipment. In addition, with the repair cars, the direct supervision of the car inspection, supply of the car repair materials. As equipment department of the representative of the wrecks, it will be also responsible to do the damage and equipment to help with the minimum when picking up and after the wreck with the full consideration of clearing the wreckage as quickly as possible. 2. Technical Sergeant and Platoon Sergeant, second in command with the foreman in charge of the car shop. He coordinates the work of the car, repairing requisition shop materials. 3. Technician, 5th grade, car inspector railway, have the charge of the car inspection report of the lieutenant with command with the platoon technical sergeant. Each for the technician with the 5th grade with the railway car inspector has one private assistant car inspector. Alright, wrecking crew. Operating equipment assigned with the wrecking train with supervisor removal of the record line with the construction work ordinance under the direction of the battalion commander assistant while the engaged upon the wrecking activity. The wrecking crew is not employed with the removal of the wrecks. Personnel is attached with the car repair section of the car operating crane operator, fireman, with the staff sergeant, wreck master, the wrecking equipment under the direction of the master and equipment mechanic connection with the other duties. In addition, with the may required for the wrecking operating with the drawn with the car repair platoon. 1. Staff Sergeant Wreck Master responsible for the equipment and materials wrecking train with the employment with the wrecking crew with the engaged with the wrecking activity technician and private the technician 4th grade with the car mechanic railway steel car worker the crane operator welder combination technician 5th grade car mechanic railway and railway mechanic general. C. Private car mechanic railway stationary boiler fireman fires wrecking crane designation indicating the duties based assigned as the need when these men are not engaged in wrecking activity they are assigned to other duties and indicated and above. C. Car repair section. They perform all car repairing and the maintenance of the work assisted with the personnel wrecking crew when assigned to it. They are all responsible for all sign painting of the battalion staff sergeant car shop with the foreman assisting in the charge of the car repairman shop. Marie responsible for discipline training with his men supervise the work. He also keeps the supply sergeant informed of the material requirements for the shop. 2. Technician and private air brake with the mechanic of the railway with the blacksmith, the car carpenter performs the truck and the woodwork with the car mechanic railway performs all steel work of the pipe fitter railway, the welder electrical arc designation indicate the duty for the employment depends upon the task assigned within them. The car repair section basic assigned as are needed. Alright, 29, locomotive of the repair platoon. The platoon is composed with the headquarters locomotive of the repair section, common plus the special sections provided needed. The platoon is charged with the maintenance of the locomotive with the mechanical applying for the operating locomotive cranes for the fuel as handling washout with the boilers, or as to permit or operation running a repair shop with a 3 shift. The base is the may be organized to operate 1 or 2 shift with the base of the directive of the master mechanic. Alright, A. The platoon headquarters supervising operation of the running of the repair inspection locomotives handle the administrative matters in connection with the activities of the platoon. The first lieutenant engine house with the foreman commands the platoon in charge for the shop, the train, engine house, and other terminal facilities and the handling power. He supervises the dispatch for the engine, sees all the engines arriving at the terminals are properly inspected, equipped, and in condition. When ordered to serve the prescribed the safety rule of the regulation, frequent inspection sees that they are complied with. He sees that there are no avoidable shop delays due to the lack of the materials of the tools. Technician 5th grade power plant engineer is responsible for the maintenance for the engine house power plant. B. The locomotive repair section common. The section contains the sufficient personnel for the operating of the shop at the terminal facility regardless of the type of the power, more motive power, but must be complemented by at least one of the special sections C, C, D, and E below. Staff Sergeant Assistant Engine House Foreman is responsible for the operation shop of the repair of the locomotive. And in the operation of the locomotive of the cranes, he reports and receives the instruction from either the platoon or the commander, technical sergeant, engine house foreman in charge of one of the special sections. Alright, technician, private, the base and balance for the personnel of this section compromise the labor, the common, the maintenance of the motive power, regardless of the type. They are brake inspector, blacksmith, coppersmith, crane operating, electrician, foreman, stationary boiler, locomotive, bolster, mechanics, pipe fitters, and railway mechanics, welder, and basis of the designation indicating the type of the work which men are normally employed, but the basics are assigned as needed. Seam section. Locomotive repair section of the commonly must also be supplemented with one or more of the special section depending on the type of the motive power and motive maintenance involved. Assume that the most common use will be steam. This section is therefore incorporated as part of the normal battalion activation and transfer purposes and contains 1. The technical sergeant, shop engineer, railway, who is assistant engineer, house foreman, administrator, but the assistant engineer, housing foreman, and the first lieutenant is responsible for the shop procedure practices, dispatch records, monthly, quarterly, and other periodic locomotive tests is required for the reports on the condition of the motor power. He is assisted with 2. The staff sergeant, 2 assistant engine house foreman, who together in one equal grade in the locomotive of the repair section common, provided with the decision of supervisory force to maintain round the clock operation. 3. Technician, private the balance for the team. The section contains sufficient additional personnel to make the running of the repair of the locomotive normally assigned to the railway operating battalion when the principal motive power is in steam. There are boilermaker, locomotive mechanics, and basics are assigned where needed. Or your diesel section. The diesel motor power maintenance may or may not be substituted for the steam section, depending upon whether or not both type of the motor power are to be maintained. When the section is in addition with the steam section, the top of the ranking non-commissioned officer in the steam section will be the one directly responsible for the engine house foreman with the first lieutenant. Where the section is activated with the substitution, the following should apply. 1. The technical sergeant, diesel foreman, is responsible for the repair of the diesel power. He reports the engine housing foreman with the lieutenant assisted with the staff sergeant, 2 assistant diesel foreman, total of 3 non-commissioned officers provided with sufficient supervision with the round-clock operation. 2. Technical private. The balance of personal section together with the personal locomotive, the repair section commonly provide with sufficient specialized diesel maintenance trains personnel to make running repairs of diesel motor power. The electricians, electrical motor repairmen, general mechanics, diesel mechanics, sheet metal workers. Designation indicated by the type of the work with which men are normally employed. Alright, the electrical section. Activated with electrical motive powers, maintenance is involved. The section is activated with may or may not be substitution with the steam section, depending upon what the type of the motive power maintenance is involved. Steam motive power maintenance is involved in addition with the highest ranking non-commissioned officer. The steam section will be technical charge of the enlisted personnel directly responsible for the engine house foreman, the first lieutenant. He should combine the personnel with both special sections of the effect of the prop of the command with both military and technical material matters. When the electrical motive power maintenance only is involved, the following will apply. 1. Technical sergeant, electrical locomotive foreman is responsible for the repair of the electrical motive power. In addition thereto, the charge with the supervision of electrical repairs, rolling stock electrical installation, including power shop trains, running repair shop. The reports were directed by the engine house foreman, first lieutenant, assistant, by the staff sergeant, 2 assistant electrical and locomotive foreman, together with the technical sergeant, consist of sufficient supervisor personnel to conduct 24-hour operation. 2. The technicians and private, the sufficient electricians, electrical locomotive repairmen, electrical motor repairmen, general mechanic, machinists, and sheet metal workers, together with the personnel locomotive repair section common to perform this mission. Alright, Section 6, Transportation Company C. Organization. The Transportation Command with the design provided with the flexibility required for the operator with the relatively small number of the heavy trains, with the rear area, with the relatively large number of the light trains, with the forward areas, provide switching operation for the terminals. Any combination of these duties normally is organized with the company headquarters, 2 train operating platoon C, TM55, 229. They may be organized as only one more than 2 train operating with platoons as condition require. 31. Function. The transportation company with operating the train yard of the station with the territorial limit of the rail division chief, the responsible for the expeditious handling of the track. Every effort must be made to deliver the freight and troop their destination at the time that they are required. Inactive ingenuity must be deployed to ensure constant flow of supplies and the troops in spite of the physical difficulties. The number of the trains which may be operated in 24 hours depends on the length of the line, the condition of the track, the equipment, the number of location, passing track, the nearness of the front, etc. For the purpose of the planning, it may be assumed that the transportation company that has sufficient personnel to operate the minimum of 20 trains in each direction in 24 hours. The 25 train crews are provided with each operating platoon. The maybe number of the trains which can be operated normally must be reduced below the 25 in order to periodic rest and switching crews for the yard operation. 32. Company headquarters. Provide with the personal supervision, inspection, administrative with the command meeting in the form of the yard with the station operation with the railway division. Minor stations are normally charged with the T4 station agent, the C-part per 18 station master with the members of the staff. The general superintendent may be assigned, but the superintendent will be located with the assistant in the railway station. In addition with the station agent, expedited movement of the troops and supplies. The station master represents the superintendent of the railway division, which is located under the supervision of the train master in charge of all the railway troops at his station. Captain Command, commanding the company, the train master rail of the division, responsible for the division, superintendent, assistant, superintendent, discipline, training, domestic, the housing, general care of the command, operating train, the yard of the station. He sees the prescribed rules, regulations, comply with the absence of instructions of the higher authority with the prescribed such rules, regulations as may be required for the interest and safety, the efficiency, the operation. If no unnecessary trains that are run, the trains move properly, regularly with other over the division, investigate the train, deletes the accident, inspection condition of the equipment station, supervise the loading and unloading of the cars, see that the cars are used in the full extent of the cooperates with the train movement section headquarters company makes recommendation relating to the train movements as improving the operating conditions. First Lieutenant General Yardmaster reports to the train master each yard for the making up the trains and distribution of the cars in the yard responsible for the train operating the platoon receive the early information concerning the train movement so that the crews will be available to see that the cars are properly placed for loading and unloading and that all the cars are needed for the repair and send the repair tracks to shop. They keep such record to submit that such report that they must require for the higher authority is necessary for the interest of efficiency of operation. See, the second lieutenant assist the train master, assist with the train master in the performance of the duties and performance such the train tasks assigned to him by the train master. D, the first sergeant. C, paragraph 21C. In detail, E, the technical sergeant, train master, clerks, the performance such of the duty comply with the records, reports as required. He is assigned by one clerk. Additional clerical help may be assigned to him from the basic privates. Staff Sergeant 1. Under the supervision of General Yardmaster, the Yardmaster and the Staff Sergeant is provided with each of the shift and provided with a 24-hour yard operation. Each Yardmaster is responsible for making up the train, switching and placing the car in his yard during the shift. For the personnel engaged upon his activity, they are assisted by one clerk, T5, if each of the supply sergeant, staff sergeant is charged with the receipt, the issue of the supply of the equipment. He keeps in touch with the supply requirements for the company, prepares the requisition and supply of the clerks for the truck driver's assistant. The trucks are under the direction of the would be under the technical supervision division storekeeper. 2. The yard conductors report to receive instruction from the yard master in charge of the yard, which then operate with the yard conductor as which and the switching crew, which commands the both drawn with the operating platoon, corporal and company clerk, and thus if the first sergeant in the care of the preparation records of the company. T5 general clerk and such assistance as company clerk provides the bulger reports for the first sergeant of the shaffers, reports to the supply sergeant, yard clerk with the reports to the general yard master of his assistant the clerk of the first sergeant, private reports for the first sergeant, assignment of the duties. 33. Train operating platoon. The platoon is composed of the headquarters of the 25 train crews that charge with the operating of the trains, both terminal and switching operation as required. Platoon headquarters supervise the dispatchers and section of the train crews. First lieutenant, platoon commander, traveling and engineer, road foreman, and engines of the report to receive instruction for the train master cooperates with the master mechanic to ensure the proper mechanical condition with the motor power. He authorized authority over the train crew, but frequently relies upon the engine instruction engine for the firing. Man is in their duty to take the measure to avoid engine of the failure delays of the report of deficiency in water fuel. The train master informs the train master mechanic condition of the engine leaving the shop for the service. 2. Technical sergeant assisting the road foreman with the engines as in assisting the road foreman to perform all the technical duties. Staff sergeant clerical, the road foreman and engines to perform such duties delegated with the platform commander. Normally handled with administrative matters to keep the platoon record, supervise the dispatch crews, and he assisted with the crew dispatcher technical 5 grade. Alright, 4. Privates and basics are assigned with the duties of the clerical and road foreman of the engines. Train crews operate either with the freight or passenger train and perform the switching operation. Sergeant train conductor with the responsible for the prompt movement of the freight and passengers to the destination for the safety and the condition of the train and route governed with the rules and regulations prescribed for the operating of the trains. 2. Privates and technician grades, brakemen, the engineer and firemen with the brakemen provided to report directly to the conductor, the engineer. T4. Report to the conductor responsible for the mechanical condition of the locomotive for the observance of the rules of the regulation applicable to it and from prompt efficiency discharge of the duty. T5. Alright, Section 7, the Electrical Power Transmission Company. D. Organization Electrical Power Transmission Company is composed of the company headquarters, the platoon headquarters, the head electrical power section, CTO55, 217. Function, this company will be activated only when the use of electrical motor power is used. The organization responsible for the maintenance of the electrical supply system and the electrified with the road consisting of the canary system with the third rail system that is necessary. The substation pertaining to thereto is not responsible for the actual generation electrical power with aerothermal, hydroelectric, Company 36, the company headquarters. The headquarters and necessary personnel to take their normal administration supply the company with the supervision electrical platoon. The captain, company commander, the electrical engineer with directly responsible division superintendent is sent under the personnel to the job, maintained the adequate supply with the materials responsible for the personnel under the direction cooperates with the department of head for the facility, operate with the trains and maintain electrical transmission system in proper condition. First lieutenant and second in the command with the designated with the superintendent of transmission assist with the electrical engineering performance of the duties directly responsible for the direction personnel with the electrical equipment. Electrical power section C. The second lieutenant assists with the electrical engineer responsible for the administrative supply of the company and any other duties may assign with the company commander. The first sergeant chief of the clerk is responsible for the preparation and rendition of the administrative reports. The military of the technical nature keeps all the records. Assists with the corporal clerical tests. Typist, staff sergeant, supply sergeant, in charge of the procurement of the receipt and the storage, distribution, electrical store, supplies, materials, tools, and as well as individual organizational employment, equipment, and report for the company commander, but is under the technical supervision, assistant electrical engineer, corporal company clerk with the preparers of the carriers with the record of the company report. The first sergeant provides the clerk and general assist with the company clerk. 37. Electrical Power Platoon. The platoon is composed of the platoon headquarters 1 electrical power section, with the platoon is charged with the maintenance of the repair of the electrical transmission system, electrified railway division. 1. The first lieutenant, platoon commander, and the superintendent of the power transmission, second with the command of the company. 2. Privates in stock, the clerk and the truck driver, the report with the superintendent of the transmission, but under the technical supervision of the supply sergeant. B. Technical sergeant, substation operator and supervision overload of the proper distribution electrical current over the division. Reported directly to the superintendent of the transmission. He directs the supervision over the power of the supervision as the substation operator. The technical sergeant of the substation electrical missions has supervision over the maintenance and repair of crew. The report directly to the superintendent transmission. 2. Staff Sergeant 3 of each of these substations operated with expected to perform an 8-hour tour of duty, each with a report. 2. And under the supervision superintendent of the transmission through the technical sergeant substation operation with the supervision over the substation operatives, privates, and technicians own the respective tours of duty. 3. Sergeant high voltage cable supplies the report with the superintendent of the transmission through the technical sergeant with the substation electrician with the assistant with the ladder with the performance of any of the duties of the assigned with the range with the repair of the maintenance with all the capable of with the operation of the substation power to distribution subsystem exclusive with the catenary and third rail high voltage linemen report with the superintendent of the transmission with the technical sergeant with the substation electrician and have direct supervision over the high voltage linemen. Technician and privates have high voltage linemen arranged for the repair and maintenance for all high power and distribution lines over the electrical cables, although if the repair of the cable should become necessary with the substation electrical reports. Electrician reports the technical sergeant substation electrician assist to him and his duties substation operative the assistant of the technical sergeant and substation operative that acts as relief of the staff sergeant substation operators. Alright, corporals, high voltage cable splicers report that under the direct supervision, technical sergeant and the cable splicer assistant ladder with the high voltage lineman, the technical sergeant substation electrician, through staff sergeant high voltage lineman acts as assistant ladder with the third rail man with the report and the substation electrician, technical sergeant through the sergeant high voltage lineman as assistant for the later designation indicated duty for the technician privates. Section 8 ambulance train maintenance.